What's up, guys? Welcome to the Vault.
I'm Chris. Find me on social media at Haywiz5. That's HAYWIZ5.
I'm Paige. You can find me on social media at Paige.
I'm Anthony. You can find me on Instagram at MovieBuffHustler with an A at the end.
Yep, and you are now tuned in to the Vault film from A to Z, and we're gonna get into the top four most anticipated films of the year. These are our movies that we created a list from, and so we'll have Anthony pretty much kick it off.
I just want to say one thing. The first five were done on the first episode, so if you missed that, please go back and listen to that episode or watch it.
First six were done.
First six.
Oh, we did 6?
Yeah.
Oh, because we're in 4. Duh.
All right, so number 4 here, we got a very much anticipated film as we go along here. Coming to America 2.
Yes, and that is definitely a film that's for the culture, that where everybody's gonna be in there just to laugh. I mean, I can't see it being bad, to be honest with you. I'm definitely excited for
If
that.
they make it bad, it's gonna be a whole lot of mad people.
It's just
Yeah.
it can't be bad. You know, you got 3 working ingredients here. One, you got Eddie Murphy, the GOAT. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He can't do
He never
a bad
fails.
movie. Well, no, he can. But you know, you got Craig Brewer directing, Hustle and Flow, Black Snake Moan. You got Kenya
I
Barris.
love Black Snake.
Yeah, it's a great underrated movie. You got Kenya Barris co-writing, Blackish, creator of Blackish. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong here, man.
Yeah, and even Wesley Snipes gonna be in this one, so I'm kind of interested to see what he gonna do. Haven't seen him in years
He's
after that whole tax, you know.
He's
So
paid up by now. He's paid
Right.
off by now.
we'll see. Maybe he doing this, to get that money. So
We got Wesley Snipes, Leslie Jones, Jermaine Fowler from Sorry to Bother You. We got a nice cast here. Arsenio's coming back. James Earl Jones is coming back.
yep. And that's gonna be directed by Craig Brewer, who directed Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, I just said all that.
Oh,
Wake up, Paige. Wake up, Paige.
my
It's
bad,
okay.
my bad. I'm so sorry. You did say that.
All right, so
And I was about to even say like Black Snake, everything.
Right. It's okay.
All right, what's the next one?
Our
we
next
moving
film.
on?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Our next film, highly anticipated. With, well, for me. Anyways.
You didn't need 3 highlies. It's just 2 highlies.
Okay, 2 highlies. It's too highly anticipated. With the whole Marvel movement just really throwing us out there. 2019 we had Endgame, and then we had the tragic death of Black Widow, and so Black Widow is coming to us this year, and everybody's waiting for that. Even though it's sad that they're gonna introduce like her story after they killed her, but anyways,
Yeah, that sounds great. What's the name of the movie?
Black Widow. I did say that. I did.
I know.
So yeah, that's number 3 on our list. That's starring Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I mean, everyone knows Scarlett. You know, she's known for her breakout role, Lost in Translation. You know, Don John, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you also got Florence Pugh from Midsummer. You know, you got
Oh,
my
really?
man from Stranger Things. Who plays the sheriff?
I don't even watch Stranger Things, to be honest with you.
The guy that plays the sheriff. You got Rachel Weisz, who is a very tremendous veteran actor. Yeah, they got a great cast here, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I got my fingers crossed. Black Widow is a great character. You know, she's very complex, holds her emotions close to her, and so we get a look at her family here.
Which
know,
I'm
where she
really
comes
interested in
from.
seeing.
So hopefully this is better than Red Sparrow, because basically people call Red Sparrow Black Widow.
I don't understand why people didn't like Red Sparrow. I liked it.
Look, it was good, okay,
It
but
fell
come
flat,
on now.
honestly.
Come on
It,
now.
it was. I mean, as far as the storyline,
That's the
it
HBO
was
Saturday
like, eh.
movie of the week.
But it was good to me.
It's alright.
Now, here's the thing about Black Widow. I'm looking forward to Black Widow all the way. Definitely more so than Wonder Woman, because Black Widow just seems to fit edgy, sexy, and very background oriented um, introduction, I guess you could say. I don't know. So I'm definitely looking forward to Black Widow. Definitely. Scarlett Johansson is great too.
Yeah, Scarlett's very great. Scarlett, she's made her bones in the industry. She's been in the industry a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I don't know what it is that Wonder Woman is missing, because I feel like Black Widow's gonna have it.
I think Wonder Woman is a bit too optimistic. You know, Black Widow has a little bit of darkness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
That might be what it is.
But I like Wonder Woman. You know.
Teach their own.
I
What's
guess.
next?
Yeah. All right, coming in at number 2, we have clearly a really anticipated film because we actually were in awe. Well, I was in awe at last year how good A Quiet Place was, and so
Yes.
now we are doing number 2 as A Quiet Place 2. And Emily Blunt's coming back
Emily
with her
Great.
family. And as you all know, John Krasinski
Jim from The Office.
from The Office, that everybody knows. I actually didn't know he directed this. So, yeah. I didn't know he directed this. So I'm pretty impressed by him. And I'm just interested in seeing, because I instantly, after the end of Quiet Place 1, wanted to know, okay, did they live? And clearly they did. But, all right, so what's next? You know?
This film was a surprise for me, because I wasn't expecting a Quiet Place 2 to come out. I don't know why. I just didn't think about it.
I thought it ended on a good
I
note.
thought
Yeah,
it
I ended on a great
exactly.
note, yeah.
But the fact that they're coming out with a Quiet Place 2, when I first heard it, I was like, really? And then when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to see this. That if you haven't seen the trailer for A Quiet Place 2, it's
Yeah, you gotta
totally
check it
gripping.
out.
It's very gripping. So I'm looking forward to it. But this could be a case of, like I said in the first episode, where the trailer is really good, but the movie just doesn't deliver. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the trailer matches the movie itself.
I got faith.
Yeah. This is one of those where it's just like something has to happen. Like
Oh,
something has to
yeah.
happen. So I think it's gonna be good. I got faith too.
We shall see.
Yeah. So our number 1 on the list.
I gotta say something here.
Please.
I gotta talk my stuff. Look, man, this dude right here, he is the GOAT of intelligent action blockbusters. You know, he wowed us on the independent tip with Memento, and all the way to last year's Dunkirk. I think it was last year. Christopher Nolan, he can't do no wrong,
He's a GOAT,
and
man.
he ain't gonna do no wrong with this one. We got Tennant at number 1.
Tenet,
Yes,
number
Tennant.
one. The most anticipated film of the year. I mean, the whole reason I got into film was when I saw Inception. When I saw that movie, I went back to the theater about maybe four times, and saw that movie in theaters. That movie blew my mind, and it was sophomore year of college when I was watching that movie again in my apartment, and I was like, you know what? I might be interested in this film thing.
Yeah, this is the one. Inception is known for the number 1 movie that has confused my whole entire life. It's the only movie I know that I have watched several times, tried to watch several times, and I still am just like, yo, what is going on?
You never asked a friend such as myself as to what happened. You never went on the internet. YouTube
I mean, I'm just
videos.
saying, like, me trying to dissect it myself, I felt like I was literally in the Matrix.
It was
Like,
it had so many layers. I mean, to think about layers. I mean, the movie itself is in layers. But
exactly. It's just like
the
a mind
meaning-
F.
dude,
So we're gonna
meaning
get a
is
mind
also
F.
in layers.
For an hour and 30 minutes, a truck is slowly falling into an ocean, bro.
Crazy, man. Like,
Come
yo,
on, man. You can't make that up.
like if you had to explain that to somebody, yo, in this movie, a truck is falling for like an hour and 37 minutes. They'd be like, what? I'm not gonna watch this movie, but like, it's like, no, 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 no. You gotta
You
watch
gotta
it.
Intelligent
watch it.
Gotta
blockbusters.
watch
This
it.
is what this man does.
Yeah.
So what do we know about Tennant? Because I know details are sparse. We know that it has Robert Pattinson. We know it has John David Washington in the lead role. We know
Right.
some other people are involved as well. But what do we know about the
All
plot
we
lines?
I'm gonna read the IMDb description.
Okay.
It's an action epic revolving around international espionage, time, travel, and evolution. What is that?
It's a Chris Nolan movie, is what
It's a
that
Yeah,
is.
Christopher Nolan movie.
it's
Cause
a
what?
Nolan movie. Like, how else can you explain
Yeah.
I think
How?
people, I really look at him as the Spielberg of our time, but that's kind of an iffy statement because Spielberg is the Spielberg of our time. He came
Yeah.
out Ready Player One,
but
yeah.
Spielberg is great. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
He is a goat. But as times change,
New people kind of take the mantle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess I would say like every 5 years somebody peaks.
Mhm.
So, but Christopher Nolan is coming back with this, so we'll see.
He
I
takes
mean,
his time in between releases. Not to cut you off. And
Quality.
That makes him great, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
that's fair.
It's Chris Nolan and also his brother, who made the Westworld.
Oh,
Oh.
love that show.
That
Yeah,
show.
everybody
Oh,
loves
man.
Westworld, so
That-
which is also a mind f. But
Yes, it
anyways,
is.
so that's our number one most anticipated film of the year, Tenet. You can find our list on goldtelevision.net. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Make sure you follow all of our pages, our individual Instagram pages. We're going to get into the film tip of the week with Chris.
The film tip of the week. So this week's film tip is more of a film question to the audience. Just recently, I saw an article that stated that Warner Bros. Has signed a startup company that attempts to predict what films will be successful using artificial intelligence.
That's iffy. That's iffy for writers. That's scary.
It's definitely so. Technology. What I can say about technology is it is taking people's jobs left and right. And I thought that the creative field was gonna kind of be safe, at least in the movie industry. But no, it's not. It's not, because everything's gonna be ran by algorithms. Everything, and even I think Netflix also has they have like screening rooms where they record people's reactions to films in order to predict if the film is going to be good.
Clever. Netflix is on to something.
I think it was Netflix. I have to check and make sure that that's fact. But I'm pretty sure if it's not Netflix, it's another company. And regardless, once that technology is perfected, it's gonna grow like wildfire.
So what's the film tip we grab from this?
It's
really a question.
It's more of a question. It's
Yeah.
What do you think are the repercussions of AI being kind of
artificial intelligence.
Being
leading the
brought
film
into
industry.
the film industry.
I don't. If I can answer it, right now I can't see it being genuinely full force successful.
Right.
Just because I think that us as humans thrive off of human connections. So that's always gonna be something that we look for. If everything is led by robots, then where's the excitement?
So it's gonna be unsuccessful.
I don't know. It's still I mean we still can't say yes or no until we actually get there. But my personal opinion, no. I don't think it'll be successful.
So if you look this story up on Hollywood Reporter, the company is called Cinelytic, Cinelytic, and it uses they want to use project management system that was launched last year. So apparently this was launched last year, and they're using it in films now. So
I don't know. It makes me every like AI anything just automatically takes me to obviously a movie. iRobot, artificial intelligence. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna just really quick follow up with
Hmm.
a film, the highlight of the week, which happens to kind of really heavily piggyback off of what you just mentioned.
Hmm.
So apparently there's this new streaming platform that's coming April 2020 called Quibi.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys heard of that?
Yes,
No.
I have.
So, if you go on Instagram or just type in Quibi, they're using like their marketing strategy as what is Quibi. Quibi, my assumption is stands for quick bite. So they're going to mass produce, short form
Hmm.
films, TV shows, or whatever between 4 and 10 minutes, and it's only to watch on your phone.
Yep.
And so my guess is that they're trying to kind of get a hold on this new generation, but uh, since we're so like everything has to be quick, fast, and in a hurry, um, I think they're gonna try to drive us away from like the Netflix, the Hulu, or whatever,
They
which I don't think will be fully successful.
they definitely are. I but I think what they're doing is they're trying to capitalize on the next generation. So what's
Exactly.
gonna happen is as our generation dies out, which is crazy to think about, right? But
I'm
as
not
our
dying
as our
yet.
generation, the millennial generation, and any generation before us dies out, who's really gonna want to go to the movies? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got content content companies like Quibi that are
Yeah,
making content for your phone. But it takes away from the entire cinematic experience. Like I don't, to be honest, me, I don't want to watch stuff on my phone. But that's
yeah,
only because I grew up in an era where I went to a movie theater, sat down, and experienced a movie on a big screen.
yeah.
You know?
One of the big things that I kind of got a question about is if it will they charge for this, and if which they probably will
Yeah,
because
of
they're
course.
using celebrities right now like
Hmm.
Chrissy Teigen
And
and
Kevin Hart and
yeah, and what's his name, Liam from Thor's brother.
um
uh
uh well he plays Loki.
no, 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 not
So
real, not the real Thor. I mean, Liam Hemsworth. Yes,
gotcha. Okay.
they're using Liam Hemsworth and people like that to kind of be like the forefront
Hmm.
of it right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Honestly,
I think I
I'm
think
looking forward to it
I
though.
think it might be a little fad at first, but I think when the next, all inclusive immersion technology comes out,
Mhm.
which it could already be out, with the whole virtual reality goggles, whatever.
Yeah.
But once that really hits, I feel like people are gonna might prefer to do that when they actually want to be really entertained.
Some.
But as far as like Quibi, like that'll be used for like when you're, let's say you're going to a job interview and you got 15 minutes before your job interview
But I don't know
starts.
if I would pay for it. Like, if I would want to pay for that, you
You
know what I'm
might,
saying?
if the content is engaging.
We
You know
we
what I'm
would
saying?
have to see
That's what
because
it depends on. It really depends on if the content is engaging enough, which it probably will be, because we're already used to watching YouTube videos,
yeah.
that are 5 minutes. So is there really much difference between that and Quibi?
It all depends on how short your attention span is
Mhm.
as to whether this will be successful or not. If you got a whole new generation of young kids that have a very short attention span, then this will succeed. If not, then it might fail.
I could say this. I think that I don't think that our attention spans are necessarily declining. I think that what we decide to pay attention to is what really will bring in the numbers.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, the truck that's sitting outside this window right now, right? I could look at this truck, but it's boring. But if it has a screen on it, I'm like, yo, that's interesting that they put a screen on that truck. It's
I
holding
would
my
pay
attention.
attention. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a squirrel. I'm paying attention for sure. So I guess I mean we'll see. We'll see where that goes with technology. AI, all of this. I'm not a big fan of the future, to be honest. I'm
yeah,
not. I'm old school, so or I feel like I am, but you know, we'll see where that goes. We
yeah.
just listed the top 10 most anticipated films of 2020. And anybody got anything else and more information to share before we head out?
Hopefully, it's better than 2019.
I like 2019, but we'll have to
Eh,
talk about that later.
Yeah.
Cause
What about our individual projects? You know,
oh well, yeah.
maybe
Tell
we
us
can,
about our
or
individual.
or you know what? How about this? Let's talk about some of the past projects we've done, and then the
Okay.
stuff that we plan on, shooting moving forward. That's we can leave you guys with that cliffhanger.
Yeah. You want to start?
Okay, so for me, I started getting into film, or I picked up a camera in 2015. I made my first film in 2016 with Paige's help. It was called Conundrum. So I wrote and directed the film, and then as far as shooting it, I had help. I had a whole team. Paige was a part of it. Um, you can find that film actually on Haywiz Productions um, on YouTube. So the film is essentially about a guy who broke up with his college girlfriend, and then years later, when they're both out of college, he realizes that it was the worst mistake of his life. So he contacts her and he's like, "Hey, I made a mistake, and I want to get back with you." So that whole story ensues. In 2019, in August, I finished a depression awareness film called Trista. It's in two parts. The first part is a 35-minute short film, and it deals with a young woman who battles her depressive state. And then the second part, which is the educational portion, more like documentary style, we interview four psychologists, and they tell us the treatment, diagnosis, and all that stuff about depression. So we've had two screenings so far, and it's been really impactful. We're expected to have more screenings in the summer. It's also um, it's also in the film festival circuit as well. So I'm looking forward to 2020. It's a good year for that film.
Yeah. Depression awareness is a real thing. So everybody just make sure if you get a chance to go to any of like his screenings or anything. But if you're really dealing with like mental health issues, it's definitely a good film to watch, and it's definitely a good film. The educational part is like fire, so it gives you so many like gems, like things that you didn't know. So I highly recommend you check out Trista.
So if you want to follow the progress for that film, you can follow it on all social media. So Facebook, Instagram, or just two social medias, I guess. At Trista Short Film, Trista Short Film, on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, and my name is Paige, and really quick, I am a film writer and director, independently, of course. Broke. No, I'm just playing. But pretty much my focus is faith-based films. Last year, I finally finished my feature film Chasing After You, and we premiered it in several places, and it's coming out on Amazon like next week. So if it's not, by the time you guys see this, it might probably be on Amazon. So just check that out if you get a chance to. You can follow us for updates at Chasing After You Film, um, at Chasing After You Film on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, I'm steadily producing work. It's a lot of stuff, that I'm working on right now. I'm working on a new feature for the summer. Um, and me and Chris, actually, we just shot a faith-based short last week. I mean, not last week, my bad. Last month. And yeah, so it's much to find out, but just stay tuned. You can see like everything that I did on Gold Network. And Anthony.
Well, I'm an independent screenwriter, film critic, and cinephile. You can find some of my critic work on my Instagram at Movie Buff Hustler. As far as my screenplays, I haven't done anything produced as of yet, but I am in the midst of writing my third feature full length right now. So that's it.
And as for what we have going into 2020, we will talk to you guys about that in the next episode.
in the next episode. So don't forget to follow us on our social media, um,
Uh,
which
for mine, Christopher Epps, Haywiz5 on Instagram, which is HAYWIZ5. On Facebook, it's Christopher Epps.
mine's is at Paige, Paypaige on Instagram.
At Movie Buff Hustler on Instagram.
You have now tuned in to The
The
Vault.
Vault.
Let's go.